Oh, yo, D-Day, why aren't you making another COD video? I want to switch up my content. Let me be diverse. Okay, let me explain. Since COD is in a terrible spot right now with the Black Ops 7 hate and fucking skibbity toilet homage in the campaign, I figured instead of making a COD video that would probably age awfully, why not make a video on some other video game that I play? Now, Ye Xiongwen is around the corner. I'm not gonna go for Banyway because polychrome being short and my luck being awful. So I just wanted to make this video showing my Zenless progress ever since I started playing this game since it released. Now I've been seeing videos of people doing some account surgeries on Zenless, and instead of fixing my characters, I'm just going to show my stats, and you guys be the judges of my characters in the comments if I should change them or not. Now if you watch me for my COD content and you're like, oh yo D-Day, what the fuck is this, you're playing Gooner games now? Now listen, I'm still going to upload Black Ops 2 content. I'm going to probably make Black Ops 7 content here and there, but for now I want to try something new. Also, before we get into this, my birthday was like 5 days ago, so if you could wish me a belated birthday in the comments, I would love you. For starters, we got Dylan. Since Dylan is one of my more recent characters that I got, I'm quote unquote still working on her, but by the looks of her stats, I think she's okay, though I could change a few discs. I don't really see any issues with her so far. Alright, next up we got my GOAT, Haramasa. Now, I am a Haru Glazer, but realistically, he's a pretty trash character and he's hard to play. But I don't think my build for him is that bad. However, I do want his W engine. Oh yeah, one more thing to note, all these characters I'm showing you, S ranks at least, are M0, so yeah. Alright, my next character build is Lucia. I believe she's in a comfortable place right now. I mean, this website says I should push for 24k HP, but the only way I can do that is if I have her W engine, or if I luck out with disk drives. Which I'm not gonna lie, Bardic Needle is very annoying when it comes to getting the drives you want. Next up we got is Alice. My Alice is pretty decent as of now, although I could try to up her anomaly proficiency a bit more, and her attack by a lot. I mean, look at that, what the fuck. Alright, next up is Yuzuha. My Yuzuha feels fine, other than having my attack being so close to 3000, which I could try to get up, but I'd rather leave her how she is for now. Alright, we got Monato. I was so hyped when I heard about him from the leaks, but if you actually want to make him work, you need him M6. So, I'm just going to have him in my back pocket till I get him M6, which will probably not happen anytime soon if I'm being honest. My Jufufu isn't bad, just need to up her attack and impact. Now this is where shit gets crummy, because look at my Yishuen's crit rate. Damn! But I would hit up Bardic Needle to try to get some better discs, but I don't have that many materials and my RNG is fucking abysmal. But she's in the works. I will get her better. Trust me on this, please. Alright, we got another GOAT, Hugo. Now alongside Haramasa, I am a Hugo Glazer. I was gonna go for his W engine during his rerun with Dylan, but I lost my 50-50 to Dylan. So when I got Dylan, I had no polychrome left, so I had to skip his W engine. However, I do think my stats are pretty good for him though. As long as my total eyes isn't malfunctioning, I'm perfectly fine with this character. My Vivian's anomaly proficiency is kinda shit, I'm not gonna lie, but everything else is pretty good. Just need to up her anomaly proficiency cause god damn! My Evelyn's kinda mid as of now. I mean, look at my crit rate, dude. But I recently got cannon rotors, so that kinda helps with the crit rate, but nonetheless she needs a remodel completely. Astriel is one of those characters where you really don't need anything else but just one specific stat, and that stat is attack, so the minimum is 3000, so I'm chilling. Chingy. Now, my story for Chingy is kind of sad. I stopped using her ever since I got Dylan. I would always run her in my Haramasa team, however, but since Dylan could literally give you a free ultimate if you have enough positive reviews, there's not much reason to use Chingy now. Also, why does Chingy and Dylan look alike? What the hell? Zuyuan. Same story as Chingy, which saddens me because I used to use both of them with Nicole a lot before 2.0. Now she's just slowly rotting away in my character select without a W engine. It's crazy. Miyabi. This is kind of a tough one for me because most of the time I would try to make her better. That would end up with some stats going down and it was really frustrating to get good discs for her. Although my attack is kind of mid, but my crit rate and crit damage is pretty good, alongside my anomaly mastery and AP. Sakaku. I don't really use Sakaku much, so I don't know what's good for her. But if you have a good build, just tell me in the comments. I don't know because I don't play her. Orphe. Now in my opinion, Orphe is like one of the most brain dead characters in Zenless right now because all you need to do is just fill up her fire gauge, and when that fire gauge is filled up, hold E. but you do need another attack agent. Nonetheless, I think my stats for her are pretty good. Other than my crit rate, I think the core passive boosted, I don't know. Seed. Oh boy. I got a damn good seed build, but the story on how I got this character is crazy. But to put a long story short, I got her first try, and I got her W engine first try as well. So I don't have video evidence, but I can assure you it's the truth. Sandy. Now after hearing about her buff, I kind of want to rebuild her again, but I really don't use her as much as I used to anymore. So she's just kind of sitting there until I decide to use her again. But other than my crit rate, I don't think my build for her is bad. Lighter. I'd say my lighter is pretty good so far. I do want to try to go for Blazing Laurel, which is his W engine, but I don't know when he's getting another rerun. Now in the new update, you can get 3 exclusive S-rank agents, Bernice, Jane, and Chingy. And as good as M1 Bernice sounds, I kind of want to get Jane, but all of this doesn't change the fact that I kind of stopped using Bernice. But hey, her anomaly proficiency isn't too bad. Caesar. In my opinion, another brain dead character in the game that relies on the E button. I don't have a specific team for her though. I used to pair her with Haramasa and Chingy, but nonetheless, my stats for her look kinda butt. Me personally, just because I get hit a lot because I suck at this game, I usually put her at the back end of one of my teams so I don't get interrupted, or if I feel like playing casually. Ellen. Yikes. I really don't use Ellen anymore, like most of the S ranks I have, but for starters, my stats for her are kinda butt, and looking at the best stats for her, she looks like a pain in the ass to build, so I'll pass until she gets like another buff that makes her better than Miyabi, which will not happen, of course. Lycon. I'm a bit indecisive about my Lycon build. For one, I don't know if I should use King of the Summit on him alongside Lighter for my Hugo team. Second, I don't like my crit damage or attack, but my impact is decent though. Last but not least, or my last level 60 is Nicole. Now, I'd review all my other characters, but they don't matter. They're level 50, especially this one, yet fuck this character. But my Nicole isn't terrible to say the least. I did rebuild her. I do plan on using her in the future, but I think she's pretty good for now. Alright, that's it with my character builds. You're more than welcome to copy them if you choose, but I'm gonna show you guys my Deadly Assault and Shiyu defense stats now. This week's Deadly Assault was kind of mid for me. I don't really have an issue with Wandering Hunter, but if I did not have Lucia, I would hate fighting him. Shiyu and the Thrall, I fucking hate this boss. You literally need Dylan. Well, if you're skilled enough, you don't necessarily need her, but she's just the best pick in my opinion. But plus, nonetheless, the mechanics in this boss suck fat dick. I don't like this boss, I hate it. Not much to say about Bringer, just throw in Miyabi and all your problems are washed away. I don't usually have a problem with Shiyu defense nodes other than this week's bosses, specifically this one. I don't have a problem with Heretic Jester. Normally I throw in my Hugo team and I'd S-rank it, but I had a bad time this week. So I just threw on Miyabi, Alice, and Yuza, and I noticed a fat difference in time. Now, I don't think anyone gives a shit about Lost Void, but I'll just show all the progress that I had on new agents being added to the character rotation, all 4s. I will say Billy was kind of frustrating to get his maxed out, but anything for Polychrome, right? Lastly, I want to show off my agent trust. At the timing of this video, I probably have Dylan's wallpaper, but the footage I got, I don't. And I don't know if I could show this or not, but that's my UID if you want to add me. Please add me as your friends. But that's it for this little account review video. No, I'm not dead. I just have a very shit upload schedule. I know. I'm very bad at uploading. But since we're about to be in 2026 soon, I will try to fix that. I want to shoot more videos like this. Probably make some gameplay videos or whatnot. Not only this game, but others. But if you want to see some more Zenless content or some other video games, just let me know in the comments. Also, follow me on other medias. Anyways, I'm out. Yeah!
Switch it up each time. 5 hoes, 3 lines, 100 rounds. $sign. Walk to the bank and see